Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to disassemble one of my favorite pistols. This is an original Taurus TX22. I got this for about $1.99 at a local gun store nearby. It was used. This has been a fantastic pistol. Anybody who has one of these, you're going to love this thing. I managed to get a deal that was like $69 for 6 magazines, and it comes in a nice little pouch. I don't have it nearby or I would show you. But I bet this thing has had, probably 10, maybe even more, around 10,000 rounds of 22 put through it, various makes. I mostly shoot Federal Auto Match, and I generally don't have any problems that aren't ammo related. So you're gonna love this thing if you just got one. Let's get started. Step 1, as always, finger along the side of the slide. Step 1 is always drop the magazine out, and don't be concerned. This has ammunition in the magazine. This is my weekend carry around the house for just plinking and, stuff you might need a 22 for. I'm going to take this magazine off the table. We don't need it, and it is loaded, so I don't like having loaded ammunition while I'm disassembling a gun. Step 2 here is we're going to check the chamber. Now, you can leave the safety on or off for checking the chamber. My preference is when I can, I leave the safety on while checking the chamber. It's just an extra layer of safety. So let's check inside. There is no brass in the chamber, no brass in the mag well. We're going to double check, and in fact triple check, because step 3 is to take this safety off. And again, check it again if it makes you feel better. But if you own a Glock, or you've seen the Glock video, this gun will disassemble in a way that's very familiar to you, because the next step is to pull the trigger. Don't love that, but, it is what it is. A lot of guns disassemble that way. You just have to triple check and make sure it's unloaded. Next step, establish your grip. Thumb in the beaver tail, fingers over the top, push in slightly, and this lever here, you'll see, it can be pushed down, like so. Grab both sides and push down. Release the slide tension and push forward, and it comes apart. It will hit right about here, and then you just lift up. There we go. Now, as I said, this gun has been shot a lot and cleaned very seldomly, so this gun is absolutely filthy, but there is nothing you need to disassemble down here regularly. Typically, you'll just put a drop or two of oil in here, a drop or two here on the slide rails, and that is pretty much all you have to do for the lower half. For the upper half, it disassembles like any Browning action, even though it isn't technically a Browning action. It is a direct blowback. You're going to push forward on your recoil spring assembly and lift upwards, like so, like that. And that will come out. Next, just like any Browning action, you're going to tilt, and you can just kind of shake the barrel out and pull backwards. That is completely disassembled as far as you need to for field stripping. If you have to, you can pop just any sort of punch or the tip of a pin, whatever you have on hand. Press down on that, pull the slide out, and this entire, I'm not sure what you would call it, breech face assembly, I guess would be the best term. That entire assembly will just slide out. Be careful, because there are parts and springs that are kind of just like laid in there very gently. You don't generally have to take that apart, though. You can just get a little CLP and just blast this for a second or so, and it'll be perfectly fine. So, those are your 4 main components for field stripping. If you have to go further, look up a guide on detail stripping, and I may do a guide on detail stripping several firearms later. So for reassembly, it's just like any Browning action. Drop the barrel into the barrel bushing, like so. And then just drop the barrel into place. Push back, it'll meet up against the breech face, and that is assembled there. Take your recoil spring assembly. The small end goes forwards, the large end goes to the rear. So you're going to slip the small end of the spring into that slot there. You're going to depress the large end of the spring until it sits in that notch. There you go. Next, make sure your safety is off, and you're going to, there are 2 cutouts in this frame, kind of like an AK rail. You see these cutouts here and here. You're going to set those 2 cutouts on this and this, respectively. So, you're going to do like so. Press down, and you'll see the cocking lever kind of pop outwards. Establish your grip again, and pull backwards. Pull until it clicks, and then you can pull back, drop the slide, do your function check. This cycles freely. The slide stop works. Safety on, safety works, safety off. Safety off is functioning as normal, and you are done with this handgun. 22s in general are not usually this easy to disassemble. This is kind of a rare case for a 22 pistol. But that just goes to add into things that I just really like about this pistol. So I hope if you just got one and you're looking up this video to figure out how to clean it for the first time, I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, tune in next time when I buy a gun that is way more expensive.